What up, y'all? This is Maurice for Geeks and the Grace. I'm here with Pickle Feet Games. The Wind and Wilting Blossom is supposed to be a roguelike FTL-like even, and so far since I started playing, I've only done one run just to get a feel for the game, so I won't look completely stupid while trying to do this QuickScope. And yeah, a lot of the mechanics are very familiar. Story-based. Progression, very much reminiscent of Shogun Total War. That is the original, where when you move around the map you have little pieces that go along the chessboard. So Uetaro Mitsukuni was dispatched by Emperor Suzaku to put down the remnants of the Tira no Masakado failed rebellion. He is depicted alongside a companion, the famous Ukiyo-e print. So this game is based upon the Heian era of Japan, so pre-Edo period. So most people are familiar with, like, you know, the samurai, that sort of thing. That'd be Edo period, but this is before that even, so more closer to Rise of the Samurai than, say, Shogun or Shogun 2. World is ravaged by monsters. Takisha the witch, the daughter of the traitor Tira no Masakado, has used dark sorcery to rekindle her father's failed rebellion. During the first uprising, my character, Mitsukuni, champion of the Emperor Suzaku, was defeated by the Gashirokuro, a giant skeleton summoned by the witch. On having failed the Emperor, Mitsukuni fled in cowardice as Takayasha raised an army of yokai demons, I actually know how to pronounce that one, and began her war. While in hiding in the island of Yakushima, south of Kyushu, Mitsukuni learns of a rumor that the severed head of Masakado, the traitor, on display in the Heian-period speaks. Who would know better how to defeat Takayasha than her own father? Alright. So the traitor, right? Gotta find his severed head. Kuni. So the chance for redemption, my character, Mitsukuni, must make his way through Kyushu and beyond to the Imperial City in Kansai. Alright. That Nagasaki, right? So that's at least one city most people remember, but not for good reasons. So there are some things that I have not learned in this game yet, such as the storm area. I guess orange cities mean that there's going to be an event. So I will try to avoid the storms as much as I can, and I'll go northward. Let's see. Mitsukuni daydreams about simpler times. The screams of Takayasha's yokai force a return to reality. But party rushes to battle. So I was sleeping. So yes, like FTL. So you have money, right? Man, I can't even. I know koku like rice, but I have no as that. So wadu. Wadu kashin is a standard currency in the Heian-period Japan to purchase most items. So that's your money. So food is basically like fuel in FTL, and then there are other things. So scrolls, you level up characters, you have special powers with your key, and ammo. I haven't actually played with any range units yet, so we'll see. Alright, so in this game the object is to take as little damage as possible. So, I mean, of course you want to do that, but one thing that's key is that you can move and attack. So I want to take as little damage as possible. So you want to move first while not making yourself vulnerable to other foes. So let's see, where's the attack button? I just clicked this. No. Where's attack? How do I attack? 1, Alright, there we go. So he's definitely going to take at least 1 point of damage from the skeleton up above. And you don't get money. You don't just get money for free. You need to go get it, like grab it. You need to end your turn on that icon. So I just took 1 armor damage, 2 armor damage. And armor heals between battles. But health does not. So you have to manage like your general's armor points accordingly. I feel like yeah, let's go hit this dude. How far can you go? Okay, next turn. So one of these he'll either take both his armor points of damage or 1, and then they'll always try to target your strongest enemy, your strongest person who have a threat level. So notice that they just hit the person closest to them. That's cool. So now I want to take him out. Seeing that the skeleton only has 1 hit point of damage left. You can attack after moving. Let's see how we manage this. So I want to come around. Oh yeah, you can walk through your own units. So what's going to happen is both these skeletons are going to hit my general for the rest of his armor, if the mechanics are correct. Which is fine, because I have plenty of that left, right? Crap, I needed to... I didn't need... That's... Whoops. Okay, so I messed up there. What I was supposed to do is... Not that. That was the wrong move. Alright, I'll spend 1 more turn and I'll hide my general because I don't want him to take any like actual hit point damage. So I'm going to run like that. I wish there was an so there needs to be an undo turn like in what is that game? Into the Breach. So I would very much appreciate an undo turn for those times when we mess up. So I'm gonna bring him back and then double strike him with the surrounding people. And here's the thing, if I end my turn, I don't get that money. I need to get my Wadu. I need to do that, come over, then end my turn, then I get a victory. So yeah, you don't get anything for free in this game. So then I earn my, all that kind of good stuff. So I get 1 extra turn to move, and then ammunition, which I don't have yet, and an experience scroll. If I get enough experience scrolls, I'm still trying to learn how to navigate. So like leveling up. So for example, leveling up one of my soldiers at level 2, he gains 1 point of armor. So he goes from 2 armor to 3. He gets another health, another armor, and then he gets speed at level 5. But look how many scrolls it takes to get there. I get, what is this? Threat value increases too. No, his threat is 15 naturally, so his threat is 100. My general, Mitsukuni. So that's why enemies always attack him. And so with him, he gets 1 hit point, and then what's a W? I don't know what that icon means. Alright, so you get most of that basic stuff. Near piercing shriek fills the cool night air as shadowy, snarling figures come hurtling out of the darkness toward the party. Cole scatters the party members, leap up, hands reaching for weapons. So keep getting ambushed at night. I don't know what that dude is. Apply snare. I guess he makes people slower or something. I don't know. So I want my general in the front because he's going to be the one to absorb all the damage, right? So another thing you pay attention to is how much damage they do. Because if I want to... Oh, you can move, by the way, even after attacking. So I can just use up a turn doing that. Kill him. Grab my Wadu in turn. And that's how this game works. When it's simple. Because some of this stuff gets crazy. Final beast falls, crashing into the dying embers of the party's campfire. Silence blankets the night once more. So that needs a period. Campfire, period. S capital. Alright. As morning comes, the party breaks camp and trudges on wearily. Nestled against the shore of the deep harbor, the party finds the fishing village of Nagasaki. It quickly becomes apparent that Tayasha's yokai have been here. Bodies of both human and animal lie everywhere. Scores of dead fish carpet the docks, and the stench is incredible. Moving on. So, when you have a lot of food, you can do things like this whole triangle. But when I'm playing FTL likes, I like to move forward when I can, unless it gives me a reason to go to these other places. The party enters Daizafu, and he heads to a nearby ryokan field with people eating, drinking, and shouting. There may be some viable recruits here. Joining in on the revelry, the party asks around for anyone that may want to join up. Sure. Dang, 110? A tower. Wow. Yeah, I want one of those. I'll settle for, holy moly, that's awesome. Sohi? Well, for the purpose of the video, I'll buy one farmer who is more, you know, has only health, no armor. So you want to bring someone like that in to finish up, like clean up. You don't want to put them on the front line for sure. All right, how do I? Oh, okay, how do I get out of here? How do I X? Oh, X button. All right, cool. All right. So, like FTL, as you progress, there's this little line that appears that creeps up on the screen, and you want to beat that line. I don't know what happens when it catches you, but it's probably not good. Travel slow, so across the party makes their way through a thick fall. A chill runs down the spine of Mitsukuni as he hears the sound of a branch snapping. Looking up, a band of yokai is rushing to attack. Party ready for battle. Okay, how do we want to do this? Alright, how far can he travel? Because that's the other thing, you don't want to rush in and take too much damage. So if I go here and attack this guy, it'll make me vulnerable to 3 damage. And you want to take 3 damage on one turn? No. On the other hand, oh yeah, so he has to go around. Alright, so that is the correct move. Yeah, he can't even move far enough to get me. So I'll take 1 damage while positioning everyone else more. And yeah, she can't move very far either. Yeah, if I can get behind him, that's great. So let's do this. She can't even get the money. That's how slow she is. She can get a little closer now. This man better get off my money though. there this time. Awesome. Now remember, you can move after striking. So if I want him to collect the money, I can do that. So far this game is definitely a game where you want to manage your armor and folks. Make sure you get that money, because if you in turn with everybody dead, it goes victory and your Wadu goes to waste. So I'm gonna do the triangle like I said. Plume of dark smoke rises in the distance. The party crests a hill and spies a ruined house sitting among blasted farmland. Outside the house, a man kneels on the ground, cradling the torn form of a child in his arms. He wails in despair. Grimly, the party moves forward toward the house. The party approaches. The man raises his tear-streaked face and cries out, "My family! The beast slaughtered my family, and I could do nothing." Mitsukuni attempts to calm the man. So I swear vengeance on behalf of the broken man, which starts a quest. I offers to assist with the boil before the party departs. Let's swear vengeance. So we begin the hunt. Alright, so man, eyes whip up. "Vengeance! Yes, my lord!" He cries out, "Please!" He grovels at Mitsukuni's feet, weeping. Gently, Mitsukuni lifts the man to his feet. The party easily ascertains which direction the yokai headed, but the beasts do have a several-hour lead on the party. I wonder if that's going to be on the next map, so we have no choice but to continue. As the party winds through Chugoku, they discover a group of refugees who plead with Mitsukuni to provide them with letters of safe conduct to enter Heian-period. Mitsukuni responds with confusion. What is all this about letters? Since when does one need permission to enter the imperial city? Despondent, a refugee replies, "Don't you know? With war ravaging on the countryside, no one may enter the city without imperial order." Mitsukuni is at a loss. Apologizing to the refugee, he muses aloud. "If I recall correctly, there's a clerk nearby who once worked for Emperor Suzaku. Perhaps this clerk could assist in our journey to Heian-period." The party continues on to find the clerk. Let me see. I wanna know. I probably should have done this before I started. Yeah, I'll just go with Heian. Alright. Where's my quest? I don't see it. So it looks like there's a wind element here. I don't know what that means unless you had archers. Oh, here's my story. Alright, so yeah, let's travel through some of those for the lulz. Oh, I just encountered yokai, so I need to knock them out. Alright, so I know this dude's a healer. Oh, I've never seen this before. Range 2, attack target enemy for 2 damage. Here's nearby. Oh, does not move. Good, because that would suck. Alright, so this is a samurai. I've seen those before. I've seen him before. Yeah, and then he heals. So you need to if you want to kill him, you need to do it in 1 turn. Alright, so let's knock this dude out. She can start moving that way, and I'll follow up my general. Back him up. So, can he travel that far? Let's do... I don't know. I'm not trying to engage in fight before I'm ready. So let's do that. How far can you move? Alright. Yeah. Beat this man down. He ain't gonna have no armor by the time he's done. Just make this man heal him just for the effect. Yep. You're who I really wanted, though. Alright, you're dead. He can also heal himself, so that's probably what he'll do. So he has range 2, so you don't want to get too close to that tree before you're ready to fight it. So you want to rush him in one turn, I think. I don't think there's a turn limit either, so that's interesting. Alright, so he's gonna hit my general for sure. Gotta rush this dude down, man. Even the little lowly farmer gets a shot in. All right. I've never seen that tree before. Victory. All right. We dispatched the yokai. All right. So now I can level up someone. So leveling up your lowly farmer only gives you more health, which, like I said, that does not heal between fights. You actually have to go to a town and buy medicine. So let's level up one of my soldiers for extra armor, and I guarantee that third bar armor is definitely going to come into play. Man, may as well upgrade both of them. Why not? Yeah, let's do that. So they're both tough. Party happens upon the remains of a campfire and some refuse. Juri Ikuni, a new Kai, determines the campsite has been abandoned for some time. Party continues on. So one of those people? Oh, one of my soldiers. Okay. So this is supposed to be a historical fiction, so I imagine that if I look up Mitsukuni, I'll be able to pull up a file on him. Not sure about the other folks though, as default soldiers. The party winds its way through the wilderness, rounding a bend in the trail. They are startled by a small group of soldiers. You've entered the Shoin of Fujiwara no Moroji. You must turn back. Mitsukuni explains his mission to the soldiers, emphasizing there's no time to waste. That's what I'm going to do. We understand your mission. We, too, fight the yokai every day, but we cannot allow you to pass. The party has no choice but to turn back and search for a new path forward. The party spends a long day winding its way around the expansive Shoin. The party continues on, so I lose an additional turn. Hiroshima. The party arrives to find Hiroshima overrun with yokai. The party slips through the ruined streets, cutting down the occasional creature, desperate to find some place to hide. Mitsukuni looks across the bay, lights dim and flickering. Whoa. Itsukishima Shrine. Perhaps the only refuge this place has to offer. The party sneaks down the pier, but upon arrival they quickly realize they were not alone. The young man is helping his pregnant wife into a narrow boat loaded down with supply. Startled, the man draws his tanto, little miniature sword. So like when samurai usually see they're depicted with their katana and a smaller sword, so that's what the tanto is. And threatens the party with it, his voice shaking. Will not hurt you. Oh no, his voice is shaking, but Juri is like, will not hurt you. Alright. The young man lowers his weapon and begins to fumble at the dock ties. Helping him, the party boards the narrow boat and slips across the bay. They soon come ashore. That can't be a small boat if the whole party's going on there. They came across the shore at the island shrine. The priest scurries over to meet the party, his lantern bobbing in the dark. In a hushed and urgent tone, he beckons them into the shrine, but stops short as his lantern light sweeps over the pregnant woman. No, no, no. She cannot come in. The shrine must remain pure. Pregnant women are strictly forbidden. So here's our history, right? So, you got some sexism built into ritual. The young man pleads with the priest, but he is steadfast in his refusal. No, you don't understand. If a child is born here, the shrine would no longer be pure, and we would no longer be protected from the yokai swarming around us. So modern me is like, yeah, let her in, but then it's like in the past, it's like rules are rules. Why would we let this woman be pregnant and abandon her? So let's go modern. Mitsukuni places a firm hand on the priest's shoulder and insists that the woman be granted refuge. Besides, if any yokai do manage to make their way inside, he says, placing a hand on his weapon, I'll be sure to deal with them. With a pained look, the priest yields and allows everyone inside. When a small crowd of people gathered in the safety of the shrine, Mitsukuni spots a warrior sipping sake. The man smiles at Mitsukuni and nods in approval. Meanwhile, the rest of the party has helped unload the boat and are getting the young woman and his wife settled. Let's approach the warrior. The pregnant woman will take care of herself. The warrior greets Mitsukuni warmly. They make polite conversation and swap war stories while sharing a jug of sake. When Mitsukuni tells him the party's intent to find a witch queen, the warrior raises to his feet and bows with surprising formality. It would be an honor to join your quest, he declares. Absolutely, I welcome him. Tells the warrior he would be glad to join. Okay. Mitsukuni tells the warrior he would be glad of the company. The man grins quietly and raises his cup. The party continues on, new comrade in tow. Who'd I get? Regular soldier? Cool. No scrolls to upgrade him, though. Party cross paths with a small band of soldiers loyal to local Fujiwara lord. They greet Mitsukuni amiably and offer some supplies as they wish the party well on their mission. Yes, thank you. As they approach the former clerk's hometown, the party comes upon an assemblage of fleeing townsfolk. Mitsukuni calls out to the crowd, demanding to know what's going on, but no one stops to speak with him. Abruptly, Mitsukuni is nearly bowled over by a small man fleeing in panic. As fortune would have it, this man is the imperial clerk the party seeks. Grabbing the man by the shoulders and shaking some sense into him, Mitsukuni demands to know the source of all this commotion. The clerk responds, "Yokai are attacking the town. Soon there will be nothing left of it." Casting politeness aside, Mitsukuni demands the clerk provide the party with imperial orders to enter Heian-period. Yes, the clerk stammers. If I had my seal, I could certainly do that. But alas, I left it at my desk. Alas. And anyone who enters the town now is certain to be killed. Mitsukuni orders the man to wait as the party attempts to retrieve the imperial seal. Weapons drawn, the party marches into town. Rounding a street corner, they find a pack of oni fighting over the fresh corpse of an unlucky townsman. Spotting Mitsukuni, they drop the tattered body and rush to battle. Alright, so these are big boys. So I have done this match before. So what you got to do is you got to take advantage of their poor speed. But you don't want to. You don't want to take a free hit. Oh, this dude. Oh, you can. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. I thought I had this guy selected. That's not gonna be good. Yikes. Because you want to... I guess, does it matter? Yeah, it does matter. Because next turn, he's gonna hit. I guess it didn't really matter. It didn't really matter for real. Because I still would have been there. I don't know if you can go through people, though. So you gotta be careful to, make sure that when you move, your turn matters. You don't want to move on accident and lose your turn. Run away from the Oni. He's gonna hit you really hard. Yeah, like that. It hurts. which soldier he's gonna pick for threat level. That'll be interesting to see. I can't even do anything with my general right now. Ah, the one with 3 armor. Okay, that makes sense. Oh man, she's gonna get beat down. No, what you need to do is what do you need to do? What do I need to do? Kill this dude and then entice him with my threat level. Run away. Hey, it worked. Alright, so you get out the way. Go this way, hit him. Come closer. Now you can come closer. Can you go through them? No, you cannot go through people. So this dude's gonna have to take that one for the team, because he's the only one with more armor than hit points. So I want to move away. And hope that his threat level is enough to where he won't come chasing after anybody else. Yeah, I don't want to take any health damage with my general either, because it only does 2 damage. Alright, so that's exactly what we want. Get hit really hard. Now last time I did this battle, I did just with 3 people. I didn't have 1, 2, 3, I didn't have 4. Did I do it 3? Yeah, I have 5 right now. Yeah, I did it with 3 or 4. I think it was 4. No time to waste, Mitsukuni leads the party through the chaotic streets to the clerk's residence. On arrival, the party splits up inside the homestead to locate the seal. After several tense minutes, he finds it tucked in the first floor cabinet, the Imperial Seal. Eager to avoid further comment, the party retraces its path out of town. Shockingly, the clerk remained by the roadside as instructed, and Mitsukuni waves the seal in his face. So what happens if your party dies? He's just going to be sitting there waiting? Mitsukuni briefly recounts the seal's recovery. As promised, the clerk rewards the party with Imperial orders to enter Heian-period. The party continues toward the Imperial City. Cool, so where do I want to go? I'll try the orange places. Last time I played this, it was like rain and storm and stuff. I eventually died around here somewhere. Party trudges through more miles of blasted landscape without fail. A group of Takayasha's yokai managed to intercept them. The party repairs its weapons. Okay, so now these people, so they get the range 4. So not only do they get to move 2 spaces, but they also get to attack. So there's no point. Let's see if he's here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, so there's no reason to like not just go all out on top of these dudes, because they're gonna shoot you no matter what. So you may as well get in their face as soon as you can. Yep, just like that. So you want to make sure you have space for your additional warriors, and they're heavily armored, but you know he's gonna die next turn. That's fine. Make sure you do up all your armor damage. Move him closer. More armor, more threat level. If he heals himself, he's not gonna heal this dude. You're gonna die next turn too. Land a killing blow on the armor skeleton with a soldier is an achievement. Okay, interesting. Have party serve multiple status of excellence. So yeah, you do have achievements to get fire weapon, key weapon, ammo weapon simultaneously. Defeat the Karura. Make 50 attacks. Range weapons. So their horde at least 250 Watto. That's funny. But a story battle related to Heian-period. Level. I don't know who that is. I guess that's a different hero. Oh, once unlocked, allies will be available. So, it's a new soldier type in future plays that will be available. Low hit points, range 4, attack for 1 damage. Nice. Okay, awesome. So I need to be paying attention to these because that's the only way I'm going to unlock additional stuff. Disarm, party middle, vulnerable, immobilized. Bleeding target with a farmer. Shinto. Procure party member using the Shinto priest. Okay. Point of interest locations. So that'll be interesting. Purchase 25 units. So I've purchased one during this video. Complete 25 quests. I thought I did one. I guess not. Start and win a battle with only a leader. That's tough stuff. Flee 10 times in one playthrough. I fled in one playthrough. Progress 1 of 10. Interesting. I only fled once last playthrough. And it's hard to flee. Visit 50 cities, so I might be able to do that. In all playthroughs. Dang, 10 times in one playthrough? Cowards. That's what that is. Alright. Back to business. Get my last Wadu. I'm saving up for that dude who was like 110, man. I want to see what that looks like. Special yokai. So I could upgrade the soldier. Wife has worked from home. Strange chanting is heard resonating from a shadowy forest. As the party edges closer, they spy a handful of filthy, ragged humans dancing around a pile of animal corpses. A twig crunches underfoot, and one of them spins around, dirt-encrusted finger pointing directly at the party. More sacrifices for their masters. The party has no choice but to defend themselves. So I'm fighting humans? Bandits. Okay. Well, for once, she's actually more than just fodder. And next turn, maybe she'll be able to take him. Yeah, I want to be up in these dudes' faces. Up. I have my money. My money. My money. That might have been a mistake. He's gonna end up taking some damage. Or I can rush my general in. That's what I'll do. Get him out of there. Get my general in. Yeah, that's what we'll do. And then he'll have his hit point saved. Alright, what are we doing over here? Yeah, I want this money, dude. So you're gonna have to die. Alright, there we go. Victory. Madness has surely gripped the land of humans are doing the bidding of Takayashi's yokai. Shaking his head, Mitsukuni pushes the party on. Alright, let's go to this. 1, 2, 3. Do I want to go here? Yeah, let's try that. Let's try shopping last. Family is frantically arguing outside a humble homestead. They call out the party, begging for assistance. I'm going to ask what troubles them. They lead the party carefully to a window. Peering through it, Mitsukuni sees a large brown bear sleeping among the wreckage of the interior. I'm going to enter carefully, blade drawn. Oh my. Mitsukuni enters and plunges his weapon into the bear's heart. In his death throes, the animal gashes Mitsukuni with his sharp claws. The bear now dead, the family offers up a small pouch in return. The party continues on. I forget how much it cost to heal, like 10, so that wasn't even worth it. I wonder how close this thing's gonna get. I'm gonna dare it. Mount Diason, snow-capped peak, looms in the distance for several days, and the party has finally reached the foot of the impressive crag. Walking its steep slope amidst the dense forest at its base, the journey is exhausting. The party eventually finds a reasonably safe outcropping and makes camp for the night. Like everything you do has a story element, every move. That's funny. The party wanders. That's pretty painstaking to put all that together. The party wanders the streets of Maesa, and then in subsequent playthroughs, maybe you can just skip through it because you've already seen it before, right? We'll have to see how long it takes for it to become redundant or, going X or anything. So they notice a crowd gathered in a small square. Hulking bear, chested foreigner with blonde hair, white dude, stands in the center of a large sandy ring. I guess by this time, would it be Portuguese probably? Have they traveled to Japan by now? A small local man next to him proclaims in a grand voice, "Who dares to challenge the world's greatest fighter?" And the excited murmur raises up onlookers, but no one steps forward. I'll do my soldier because I'm a general. I'm not going to do street fights. A gong tolls and fighters smash into each other, neither giving an inch of ground. After what seems an age, they collapse into each other's arms, laughing raucously. The fight is a draw. To the cheers of onlookers, the announcer returns the wager with a bow. With added insight into close quarters combat, the party continues on. Cool. Hey, I am going to make it back. Great. Following the path near a river, the party passes through a ravine with tall limestone cliffs covered with vibrant green vegetation. They stop to rest near a thin waterfall. After a blissful few minutes, Matsukuni falls asleep to the soothing sounds of water. You should be able to heal or something after that. The party continues on after a short rest. Alright, let's shop. The party arrives at Mizushima. Desolate place. People mill about aimlessly, and there are many beggars in the streets. The villagers have little to offer, but the goods are cheap. Okay, let's trade. Trap damage. Party members gain 1 range to all ranged attacks. I mean, I don't have any ranged people, so healing is 5. So what did I gain? 9. So yeah, that's not bad. So let's do that. Movement points, a bow, attack. So if I buy him a sword, it's 1 space. That's 2 spaces. Protects an ally. 1 hit from an immunity. The immunity. Yeah, let's do that. To see how that works. And yeah, I'll take the bow. Party travels bring them to the shores of inland sea. Astonishingly, they find farmlands on the outskirts of the Okayama are unmolested by the yokai horde. Stopping a passing farmer, Mitsukuni asks how this could be. Why, it's because of our brave and venerable lord, Momotaro, of course. Whenever any of those monsters came near, he struck them down with a single cut of his sword, he says with a gleeful chuckle. Now none of them dare to touch the fields, and we live in peace. If what this farmer says is true, such a powerful man must be able to offer some help. Making their way through the city, the party finds the castle grounds strangely unguarded. There they find a man asleep on the steps, slumped over and holding a jug of sake. The glass of it dripping onto the ground. There's a monkey crouched next to the man, lapping up the puddle of sake. It turns to look up at the party. Yes, it speaks. What do you want? Mitsukuni takes a moment to compose himself. A talking monkey, what strange times. We have come to speak with the vulnerable Lord Momotaro, Mitsukuni says. The monkey glances at the drunk before speaking again. He's busy. Let's wake him. The drunkard is the man the party heard about? The man alone has been keeping the yokai at bay. Mitsukuni grabs him by the shoulder and shakes him violently. Wake up! Collect yourself! This is no way for a noble to act. Coming to, Momotaro glowers at Mitsukuni. Monsters again? Okay, I'll get him, he mumbles. Tomorrow, maybe. Let's see. Yasunobu Hori grabs a bucket of water and dumps it on Momotaro. Okay, Momotaro says, spitting water out of his mouth. You have my attention. What is it you want? Mitsukuni tells Momotaro of the quest, and having heard of his exploits, thought to seek his help, but now he is not so sure. Standing, Momotaro straightens his soaked robes and wipes water from his face before pointing an accusing finger. How do you know? How do I know you're not just some upstart brigand with a nice sword, huh? Scratching his chin, he ponders for a moment before continuing. There's just so happens to be a band of Oni on a nearby island I've been meaning to take care of. Why not come along and we'll see if you're worthy of my assistance. Sure, I'll do it. Though I'd be funny if he was like, thanks for handling that. See ya. I rarely accept the challenge. Next morning, party joins Momotaro on a small boat, and they make their way to the Isle of Oni, dropping Mitsukuni off on the island shore. Momotaro tells the party there's an entrance to caves on the other side of the island. Monkey and I will make our way through them while you and your men come in front. If you're up to the task, these monsters will never know what hit them. So yeah, that's definitely a game. Alright, so I do want to position my people so to hit this dude hard. And collect the money in the end. Oh yeah, that's right. He can hit from a distance. I guess I was wrong. Maybe I'm using the weapon wrong. He's supposed to have a bow, right? I guess I miscalculated or something. Well, I'll figure it out later. Now this dude's gotta die. Everybody get in when you can fit in. Don't want to take any unnecessary damage. Alright. Now that's it. Can't take the money yet. By unnecessary, I mean like you don't want to give a free turn. Like he's inevitably gonna hit somebody, so you might as well make this dude to where he'll go down in like one turn. Because they're gonna start hitting folks. And it's gonna hurt. Yeah, like that. So you wanna make sure to kill this dude and make it to where he can't get to your general. So like that. Think. Want to hit him. This guy. Put the number 3 threat level in his face. Because I've already established that he's going to hit him first. you can sneak around. Yeah, alright. So you gotta really pay attention to your threat levels, so you can prioritize who hits. Dang, this dude's not gonna go down. This dude's really not gonna go down. I forgot. Oh man. Oh yeah, he is. It's 3. I've got 3. I'm not gonna be able to collect the money though. That's unfortunate, but I'd rather collect the money than take unnecessary damage. Alright. Well, remember, healing damage is 5, so that was a difference of 3. The fight is more challenging than most, but the party prevails. I knew this dude was going to join the party. Just in time to see Momotaro and the monkey enter a cave with arms full of treasure. Dumping it on the ground, Momotaro dusts his hands off and rests them on his hips, looking over the aftermath of the battle and nodding approvingly. I see you have some skill after all with these devils dead. The ones Monkey and I dealt with, and the ones Monkey and I dealt with. Man, please. We've cleared this island in no time at all. Tugging a wrap bundle out from his robes, he tosses it to Mitsukuni. Opening it, Mitsukuni finds a beautiful gleaming weapon. So what will you have then? That wonderful blade or the treasure? I'm not picky. I'll take whatever you don't, he says jovially. I'll take treasure. Tossing the bundle back to him, Mitsukuni tells Momotaro he would rather have the treasure. Ha! He laughs, winking at you. That's the choice I would have made. Very well, friend. Your monkey help with this, he says, gesturing to the pile of treasure. So then, what is it that you needed to help with again? Mitsukuni ponders, inviting Momotaro to join the party, but the people of Okayama seem to rely on him, and the idea of dealing with this drunk regularly is unappetizing. Nothing, Mitsukuni said. I think it's best if we depart. With a shrug, Momotaro hefts the wrapped bundle and makes his way back to the boat. So we go mainland and return our journey. Let's upgrade our other soldier. I guess I'll take 5 to upgrade him. I don't know what that W means. And I need to figure out how to cast that. So what else am I looking at? So he can only attack. I don't understand. He can only attack directly in front of him? Is that what that means? I don't know. It's such a weird icons. Let's see, I only have 5 food left. Probably should have bought some at the shop. Look at all this thunderstorm, that's crazy. I guess that's bad if you have, like, I don't know, metal weapons or something, I don't know. Alright, so how do you navigate this? So just like when you encounter a map in FTL, you gotta choose carefully, right? The party marches through an open valley, a cool breeze swaying through the grass around them. Slender elderly man ambles slowly down the road, opposite direction of the party. The breeze suddenly picks up and dozens of papers fly out of the man's pack. We chase down the papers. The elderly man looks on and chuckles as the party leaps and dashes to and fro, attempting to gather the paper from the competing wind. 5 papers are retrieved. The party attempts to return them to the man, but he smiles and shakes his head. Watching you dance for those papers put me in a magnificent mood. Please keep them. He chuckles again and ambles off. The party leaps through the papers and discovers they are beautiful folio of combat tactics. You know we're an army. That's why. Let's see. Nos 3 would be plus their health. Which I ain't trying to take health damage yet. The day is long and progress is slow. The party is jovial, however, and lacking a yokai presence, this region raises spirits. The party begins to trade jokes. Iyasu spins out one about a monkey, a grandmother, and a sack of rice that sets the entire group laughing for hours. The day passes without event. The party decides to look for the child. The party prepares camp for the night. They hear the faint cries of a child in distant woods. Yeah, I'm going to ignore that. Sorry. Nope. Nopity nope. Arriving at the Heian-period Imperial City, the party finds the gates crowded with refugees begging for sanctuary, shouldering It's way past the mob. Mitsukuni theatrically waves the stamped documents at the Imperial Guard station outside. After a few moments of tense scrutiny, the party is granted entry. The streets of Heian-period are filled with war refugees. Mitsukuni leads the party through a mass of humanity to the Imperial Palace. There he finds the head of Masakado, the traitor, triumphantly hung by the gates. Its expression that of intense hatred. As Mitsukuni approaches, the head's eyes flash open. You idiot child of a whore. What have you done with my body? By what curse am I still alive? Ignoring the head's insult, Mitsukuni demands the secret of defeating Takayasha the witch. Ha! My honorable daughter is the only one of my children worthy of my name. Look at what she has accomplished. Soon she will unite Japan and bring that fat pig of an emperor to justice. You are not fit to kneel before her, the head cries, spitting at Mitsukuni's feet. Go join her useless brother cowering away at that Tsukaba shrine. He disgraces my name. Yoshikado is no son of mine. Go on and piss yourselves together. You will get no help from me. Long live the Empress. He laughs hoarsely with a terrible glee. Mitsukuni scoffs at the severed head and turns away. I suppose I should have expected this, he says, but not all is lost. If this Yoshikado is no ally of his sister, he could prove helpful. Mitsukuni gathers the party to find Yoshikado. Hey, I thought there was supposed to be a story, not a shop, so I'm going to run out of food. Party happens upon a group of Minamoto soldiers. They appear injured and unable to fight. The leader says there's a yokai encampment not far from here. Help us take care of it. I can mark it on the map. Sure, because I was trying for food. Oh, we gotta go back. Party begins a slow walk. At this moment, his stomach grumbles audibly. He realizes the party has not eaten for days and the food supplies are exhausted. The camp must search for sustenance. The party waits, standing for help. I waited. As the party camps, a lone woman on her cart, pulled by a scrawny horse, approaches. You all look a bit worse for wear. Would you be needing supplies? Yes. Thanks. She hops off the cart and deftly unloads some supplies before hopping back on her cart and riding off to the path. Thank you. So hopefully we'll be able to... nothing happened. Nothing happened when I went to the quest. Oh, here we go. So they all get first strike. All this because I ran out of food, guys. Because I didn't get food. I'm trying to see who's going to take this hit. Can he walk around that? Yeah. No, he can't walk through them. Okay, good. He might be able to walk this way, though. Yeah, he's going to be able to go there. I'm going to take that damage no matter what. Oh, that's what that means. It needs to say attack 2 target enemies for 2 damage. That's what that needs to say. Oh, I'm rolling out, man. Oh, I still couldn't get away. Yo. Okay. Now that I know what that actually does, I'll be able to conduct myself accordingly. Man, gang up on that guy. Yo, she was the main threat level? That sucks. And get your shot in and run. Let's see, how do I want to do this? I do want to hide my general. Kill him. And run away. Go get the money. Man, she's not gonna be able to collect either of those coins. That's funny. You're gonna fight us and like it. I wonder why these are. Is this something that's just dead? You can't. I don't understand what this texture means. It's not communicating to me why I can't enter into those hexes, which would make a difference of me deciding what I'm going to do on my next turn. So I think that needs to be more clear to the player of why I can't move there. All right. I didn't take too much damage. She did, though. Whew. Yokai attack survives. We move on, but we're so far behind that we're gonna keep fighting. What is that? Immobilize. 1 damage. Okay. And she can move very far. Well, I'll be fighting her soon. That's cool. I guess it is what it is. I'm not thinking right now. Thinking as well as I could be. May as well initiate. Is that everyone? Wait, what just happened? Okay. What achievement unlocked? Oh, I'm stuck. I'm immobilized. So she attacks through people? No, she attacked that dude. Okay, fine. So I could actually hit both of them at the same time, right? That's what the bow means, right? Yeah. Double. That's much more efficient. Alright, come on back down. Hide. Oh, he's gonna come get him anyway. Yep, that's it now. How many turns is he immobilized for? Because I put my general here, I can hit 2 people at once. But no, it's not worth it because he has so much armor. No, it would be worth it because my general has armor. So yeah, that's all I want to do. Go get that money and instantly die. That would be funny. No, it wouldn't. But I'm just being silly. Alright, so 4 hit points. money. Hit you really hard. Well, I'll hit you moderately. Alright. As you can see, even when you run out of food, some of these fights are manageable. Hey, more food. But that's not what I need. What I need is, holy moly, to get out of here. Man, do not get caught. Do not get caught. Whew. That she'll be in my face next turn. Alright, where are you going? Okay. Here's where, if I knew how to cast a spell, I would. But I don't know how to use that item. So he's gonna be there. Tighten up, guys. Oh, snap, an archer. Oh, y'all both about to die on this next turn anyway. Well, at least the skeleton dude is. Okay, so here's a part where I actually might not. I'm gonna take a lot of damage. Maybe not. See, this is where here you want to mitigate how much damage your general takes by being more aggressive. Actual time when shield come in handy. Hope that dude doesn't yet. He can't get around. All right, pick a threat level, I suppose. He don't take double armor damage. He took double armor damage. Gotta actually think now. Let's advance him. Oh, he's slowed. Oh, he's immobilized. I should have noticed that earlier. You can actually attack no space? Why would they even allow you to do that? At least I can kill that guy. Yeah, you need to get in there and take one for your general, peasant. Why? The game allows you to attack nothing. That's interesting. Okay, guys. Yeah, I'm taking some health damage in this mission. There's no avoiding it. Nasty, nasty, nasty. He's gonna take 3. Oh. I guess that's acceptable. Alright, let's get rid of this archer dude. I gotta let him in. He's in there. He's the only one who can take that hit. Well, good thing you don't do area of effect, because that would have been bad. Ooh, man, the game is like, oh, so you were talking trash about being able to manage these fights. Take that. Oh, I'm gonna miss that story thing, man. Two damage, knockback. One attack to melee will retaliate for 2 damage. I wish I knew how to use that spell. There's no thing that tells me how to use a spell, because I could certainly use it. What's this little target icon thing mean? Yo, this thing can move. Shoot, I want to run. I need him to come from around those rocks. Dang, he still got him. Ouch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Someone's gonna die. I'm going to die. How far can this thing move? I'm gonna lose my whole army against this thing. I didn't even read what the thing said. Oh my. I can't even get there. Okay, well, I just lost the whole game in that fight. Onikuma. So demon bear body stares on an exhausted and shocked silence. Blood from the beast soaks into the ground. The grass around its corpse withers and dies. Soil stained by the witch's dark magic. If there are more of these or worse, Mitsukuni lets his thoughts trail off, right? Grim resolve, the party, or Mitsukuni by himself, continues his quest. Oh, that's what this is. Well, I mean, I unlocked someone, so maybe it'll be easier in my next run, but good grief. Startled from his slumber, Mitsukuni wakes to see 2 tiny imp-like figures, roughly the size of mice, dancing. And smiling, they help themselves to some of the party's rations of rice. They do not appear hostile. Roaring at the small fingers, Mitsukuni leaps to his feet. I'm gonna watch, because there ain't nothing I can do. The small figures feast on a bundle of rice, a tiny voice squeaking at each other. Eventually they snatch up the remains of the bundle, bow to the party, and disappear back in the shadows. Mitsukuni smiles and settles back down to sleep. The party looks at first light and pushes on. What's left of it? Whew, I have no food again. I'm going to wait. Continue to wait and hope for food. Continue to wait and hope for food. Yes, thanks. I'm going to die now. Oh man. Well, that's that. What is this thing while I'm looking? 5 range. Dang, what is that? Can attack from range 5, and it's like a siege unit. Range 5, attack target enemies for 2 damage. That's crazy. You try to flee, but it takes like 3 turns and you can't attack, so I'm not gonna. Yeah, 3 turns complete. You can't take any actions. It'll be vulnerable to attack while they prepare to flee. So there's nothing you can do. I'm gonna go down like a hero. I'm gonna just try to attack these 2 dudes. And I'm not gonna go down like a punk before I get beat down. So, man, that was brutal. All that because I didn't buy the 2 food that was available at that one shop I went to. That whole run was destroyed because I didn't buy the food. I bought like the weapon, I bought like the charm, which I don't even know how to use, and then I forgot to buy the food, and then I ran out. Blood spurts into the air like, you know, anime. And Mitsukune falls to his knees as his life begins to ebb away. He hears the mad cackling of Takayasha resounding from all around. And that's that. Alright, so now you guys have an idea what the Wind and Wilting Blossom is like. It's a very fun tactical game. As soon as I end this video, I'm going to start another run and try to do better. Try to advance better and learn from my mistakes. Hopefully run into some of these more additional unlocked people. And I need to figure out how to use charms. I still haven't unlocked any new leaders. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's actually 2 other heroes that you can still unlock besides those. So we'll see. All right. Well, that's it. This is the Wind and Wilting Blossom by Pickle Feet Games. It's in early access right now. That's why I'm doing a QuickScope video. And that'll be all for now. It's Maurice, Geeks under Grace. Peace out, y'all.